This is Hawassa College of Teacher Education English Language Improvement Center. The center aspires to improve the English language proficiency level of teachers and introduce methods of teaching English and using English as a medium of instruction.
We have conducted different types of trainings. For instance, for student teachers, we have two types of English training. And we conduct it on regular basis. That means students are registered for the training as a course. And they took it as pass and fail form. If the student does not perform well, they may not pass. If they get a fail mark, they would not be graduated. Therefore, they give emphasis for the training, and the training helps them to improve their proficiency. In this regard, we provide two types of trainings. The first training is in strategic instruction. This training is given for English major students. And the other is classroom English. This training is given to all student teachers whose major is not English. The other is the training that we offer for teacher educators. As you know, in our college we use English as medium of instruction. In this regard, all teachers are supposed to use English as medium of instruction, and when we offer this training to them, they can improve their usage of English as medium of instruction.
Do you understand? Yes. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go to the letter B. Are you ready? Here we go. I start on the black line, I stop on the red line. Okay? Now we're pretending. And we know I'm really sure. Here we go. Letter B. Now listen.
We set up a program called English for Teaching, which was to help the young teachers improve their English and improve their methodology. Exposure to English is very low, and so a centre like the ELIC is very, very important in actually giving young people, young Ethiopians, the chance to listen to English, to read in English. It's not particularly easy to get hold of authentic books in Ethiopia, so the ELIC also provided the opportunity for them to do this. Basically, actually to give them confidence, because as you can imagine, 3 years is a very short amount of time to prepare to become a teacher, especially when your English is not very good anyway. So what the ELIC did, I think, more than anything, was to give these young English teachers the confidence to use English, to know English, to teach in English. And when I visited Hawassa 2 or 3 times, I was very, very happy to see that the students were not only talking to me in English, actually, and not only talking to their teacher in English, but also starting to talk to each other in English.
The school linkage is something that our center has contributed to the nationwide English language improvement program. We initiated the concept of setting up English clubs at the school level and provide them with materials, provide them with professional support, trainings it could be.
We have established and strengthened 63 English language improvement clubs in different parts of our catchment area.
It really improved the confidence and the knowledge towards English. Those teachers, those students who've been involved have progressed throughout their journey to the success of these English clubs in their schools. And after the piloting intervention, the ministry scaled this project to the rest of the country, and they are now supported by teacher training colleges and universities. We believe that it's the best way to reach kids at the grassroots level and improve their English from then on. And when they join our college, that means in the long run they will have good proficiency in using English. They will meet the standard of English they're expected to have.
My esteemed guests, please introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Malala Yousafzai. I'm Pakistani female education activist. I believe in education, communication, and understanding rather than fighting.
She happens to be the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate, and she's known mainly for human rights advocacy for education and for women, which has grown into an international movement.
I am Angela Merkel. I'm the Chancellor of Germany. I am for the way of people understanding each other and their compassion toward other people, not just themselves.
You have earned the nickname Muti. What meaning of it? Can you tell us?
It means mother of the nation, and I'm grateful for that name.
She has cultivated the image of prudent, pragmatic, and down-to-earth leader. Forbes magazine ranks her the second most powerful person in the world and the highest power achieved by the women.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leah Kabeda, and I'm Ethiopian, and I'm a successful top model in Italy. And I have a foundation. The foundation is work with the Other Health Center, and I reside in New York City. And I always want to say it's wonderful to be able to donate and helping people. Thanks.
She's one of the top earning supermodel worldwide, but she's not only a model, she's an actress, clothing designer, and maternal health advocate. And how about you?
I'm Didier Drogba. I'm an Ivorian footballer who plays for Chelsea in the Premier League as a striker, and I'm the former captain of the Ivory Coast national football team. I'm a peaceful person both in the pitch and my overall life outside the pitch.
He is a famous footballer that's playing for Chelsea, and he's an Ivorian player, and he has been named African Footballer of the Year 3 times, and he made a great thing for his own country by promoting peace, by avoiding war and conflict between the Ivory Coast government and the rebels.
Okay, my name is Commander Salomon Bakala. I'm a member of United Nations Peacekeeping Army. I have passed different missions with United Nations, like in South Sudan, Sudan, and Somalia. Now I am on holiday for the first time in 4 years, and now I am enjoying a peaceful vacation with my families and friends.
And he is a part of United Nations peace operation, and he participates in different peacekeeping activities, for example, in Sudan, South Sudan, and Somalia.
The center is growing into being like a production center. We produce books, we produce posters, we produce audiovisual materials using local contexts, Ethiopian contexts.
We have published one tales book, which is focusing on Sidama tales. We have collected many Sidama tales from elderly people, and we have translated those tales into English. The objective when we were translating these tales was students, when they are reading this book, the stories in the book are related to their culture, and they know it in their local language, but when it is translated to English, it is easy to understand.
One of the things that I'm really proud of is that our weekly radio program at Fana PC that was broadcasted for almost a year, we reached thousands through this means of communication. The whole point of this radio was to educate people through entertainment, and I think we've succeeded on that. Peace Week is not only about promoting peace. For us, it's also about promoting English through talking about peace. We used peace as a theme so that students can write about peace through the medium of English. Students can talk about peace through the medium of English again. Students can sing songs through the medium of English again.
We are going to talk about peace. What peace means to us as individuals, as members of society, and as citizens of a country. We've got the South Sudanese students, we've got our CTE local students, and we've got some guests. So we'd like to hear your point of view of peace and the peace values. I ask you now, you raise your hand and you tell me what it means to you. What does peace mean to you? What does peace mean to you? Does it mean anything?
Peace is to understand, it is even what to come, how it help or give the opportunity for people. So peace connected to each other. Today, if there is peace, if there is no peace, the world can't be a village. Now world is becoming village because there is peace. So peace is to live in, to accept, to understand, and to believe in it, and to appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sila.
I actually have two things I'd like to say about peace. One comes from the Bible in Galatians. When it speaks of the gifts of the Holy Spirit, the first one is peace, then love and joy. So if God gives us the gift of peace, then we're to give it to our fellow human beings. The second one is I work for Peace Corps. So I'm here as a representative from America, hoping to spread peace from our country to your country.
Thank you.
United States. I'm an African American, and I want to say that as an IFESH worker, part of an organization that has come to Africa to help with education, that peace to us in our context means that sometimes there is a struggle first. First, there may have to be times when we disagree, but in the end, we will all live in peace through that struggle. So please remember that if you have a struggle, it doesn't mean that there isn't going to be peace. And conflict may arise, but if we all have peace in our hearts and in our souls and in our minds, we will resolve our differences in the end. So thank you very much.
They were a pleasure to read. I wish I could give all of you the first prize. They were absolutely wonderful, and I'm very excited to hand out the prizes, and you should be very, very proud of yourself for submitting an essay.
And just because this particular essay contest is over, never stop writing. Express yourself through words, both verbal and written. Don't stop because this is over. Always, always express yourself through written words.
Thank you. Clap your hands, please. And here the booklet is. All the best. We collected about 78 written works, essays, and they selected about 34 of them to be printed as a booklet like this. So we actually published a book out of all the writings he submitted.
Adoring our differences, acknowledging ideas that are against ours, and believing in the power of speech, creating Ethiopia is feasible.
telling our own stories is fully dedicated to give students a chance to express themselves. It can be by writing, it can be by music, it can be by speech, it can be by dramas. It's all about them talking, telling their own stories.
Yeah, it's about criminal law. Oh, they want to me at a criminal. Come on, I'm gonna be on my place to take it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me his business card. Put it here at lunchtime now. I'm taking it.
So you touched my book at lunchtime?
Yeah.
So put something there and you took it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thanks, big. Wow, thanks, man. So give it to me. I need it now.
I didn't take your money and there is no money at all.
There was money there.
What money are you talking about?
The money in the book that I put it at lunchtime.
Oh, is this all about that?
Yeah, it's all about that. I need the money. I put it at lunchtime right to the book.
Sorry, man. I didn't take your money. I need the money at all.
Then who took it? Okay.
Muslims do not do that. Allah will watch us from there. I didn't take it.
All of you say that you didn't take it or steal it. How can I believe you guys?
I was also lucky enough in a way to come at the same time. Teacher Education College was organising an open week. This was something I hadn't seen in other places actually. It was a bit like if I can compare it to an English situation, like an English conference, like education conference, where people were given the opportunities to see different ways of learning, to talk to people from different organisations involved in learning. So it was a very big event. I mean, that was the first thing that surprised me. I mean, we're talking about hundreds of different stalls and tents that and thousands of people who attended, and at the same time there were also demonstrations and exhibitions and so on. So this was something which the college did in order to not only to showcase its work actually, but also to give people an idea of how they can help themselves, because I think that's the important thing.
Peace Corps programs.
Yeah, programs.
Start with education. Do green or no? Let's do red.
So, Peace Corps has many different programs.
We can see the political instability, like everything. The disasters, like we need aid for them. And there are because no country in the world would want other countries to rise above them in any way. So aid is a trap because they can get in our country in a lot of ways, like human rights, women rights and everything, and they can know our weak spot and they can attack us on that. Because otherwise we know outside which is weak and which is strong, and we can develop on that. But if we are always receiving aid from other countries, they can get in our country and they can spy us. And once they know our weak spot, we're always like dependent on them. And the country with age, impact on stability.
Because we really see it in ourselves too. We are here because of our parents and others' aid and support that we are effectively evaluating. They are in no position to help us to stop terrorism because it has been bothering them, especially.
We are supporting the idea that we Africans need aid. Just we are Ethiopians after all. We know what helping each other is. Therefore, we need to ask it.
Any defense or any questions? I'm looking for 1 or 2 questions. Okay.
You are opposing the idea that Africa or any country in Africa should not take or should not receive aids from foreign countries. If that is so, if we don't take or if we don't receive any kinds of aids from another country, could that aid helps us to be self-reliant? And do you believe that it is generally one possible way to solve our problem in all regard?
We are children of peace. We are children of war. Listen, people everywhere. Hear our song. Come and tell somebody say. Sing aloud. The Jesus. What will we do? It's up to me. It's up to you. We are children of peace. We are children of war. We are children of peace. We are children of war. We can make a difference. We are children of war. Thanks. That's what you want to do. You feel like that's what you want to do. Be happy.
one of the key for the success of the center is the assignment of the full-time coordinator for the center. Then we proposed the assignment of full-time coordinator. Then the assignment of full-time coordinator helped for the success of the center. The other is the commitment and the continuous follow-up of the management. We continuously follow what is going on at the center and the activities that these staff members are pursuing. We have a collegial relationship between the ELIC Center facilitator, coordinator, English department teachers, and the management. So this collegial relationship is the key to the success of the center. The other key for the success of the center is the bottom-up planning and participation. In the planning process of the ELIC Center, all the English language teachers, the department, the language stream officer, and the management participate in the planning process. Therefore, the need starts from the bottom, and then all the stakeholders participate in the planning process.
For further information, join us at our Facebook page, facebook.com/Hawassa CTE ELIC. And you can also email us via Hawassa CTE ELIC@hotmail.com. Thank you for watching.